Hi there, I'm Alex, and it is March the 28th, 2024, so it's time for our 3-month proper update of my testosterone gender affirmation journey. So I started this journey in December of last year, and we are now at the 3-month mark. So I'm on 4 pumps, which is 81 milligrams a day of 1.62% Androgel. And if you recall, I started with 1, then went to 2, then went to 3, then hopped on 4 one day. That was a very bad idea, and then hopped back down to 3 and stayed there for another week or so, and then went back up to 4, and now that's where I've been for a couple of weeks. So I'm going to use the World Professional Association for Transgender Health Guidelines, and that's the WPATH for short, and we're going to look at what's supposed to happen in 3 months, and then I'm going to tell you what's actually happening for me. So the first category is skin, oil, and acne, and that's supposed to happen in the 1 to 6 month range, and I'm definitely not seeing either one, and I'm okay with that. So then next is the facial and body hair growth, and that's actually not supposed to be till 6 months, but I wanted to mention it because I am noticing a little bit of hair above my top lip and then on my chin line. No, no body hair growth, though otherwise I'm pretty hairless, so I don't know that that's actually going to be a thing for me. Body fat redistribution, definitely my hips and my face, I'm noticing a change in the distribution of fat in those 2 areas. Cessation of menses, well, I haven't had a uterus or a cervix since my 20s, so I can't report on that. Clitoral enlargement, definitely a thing, not sure how to measure it. Can be a little bit uncomfortable and maybe even a tiny bit painful at times, so that was an interesting thing to learn. Vaginal atrophy, not noticing any atrophic tissue, but definitely some tissue changes in the texture and maybe a little numbness, which has been interesting, and also a viscosity change in the typical body fluids in that region. Deepening of the voice, I certainly noticed that deepening of the voice, and I will play just a little clip so that you can hear the difference. All right, everybody in. In terms of emotional changes, I think in general I've felt more joyful on testosterone, excuse me, even though I'm lucky to not experience depression or anxiety. In general, that's not a diagnosis or a thing that I've had to struggle with, and I do realize how fortunate I am to be able to say that. But it has been a welcome side effect of testosterone that I just feel happier in general, and I think that's probably owing to the fact that I am on my gender journey in the place that I want to be, and it took me a really long time to get here for reasons that I guess they matter, because I didn't want to impact other people negatively, and I didn't want to, force those who've known me my whole life to have to manage me making such a big change. And, that was a personal choice. I'm not blaming anyone, certainly my own choice. And then I finally just decided this was the right time for me. So even though I've experienced a significant loss this year, not to overshare, but this whole video is an overshare, quite frankly, this whole series. So someone that was very close to my family died in January, and I've managed that quite well. I think the grief will come when the grief comes, but just having my own experience affirmed and feeling very confident on my path, I think that has helped me to be able to manage the loss of this significant individual. I also have another emotional thing I'm dealing with right now that's pretty significant, and I think that the testosterone is helping me just feel generally more congruent. So that's really nice. So that is my update, and I will update you all again on April the 28th with a 4-month update. Thank you so much. I appreciate you watching this.